Anyway, what were you saying earlier? Something about a mission? Another mission today. Actually, I was on my way to... Oh, God. Weiss is gonna have my head! I can't be late for another class. No! I will never do that again. Anyway, how ya doing, everybody? Lone Wolf here. And, yeah. Right now, we're about to go to school for something extremely important. Advancement test. So, this video has taken 3 hours to make. This is a voiceover right now. I will not be narrating over the whole video, but over some highlights that I saw or thought while I was doing this. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go through each single one of these. You know, at first it was just like me joking around trying to get a better score on one of them. But then I remembered I'm level 90, and I said that when I'm level 90, I'm going to retake them seriously and try to see how I can do. Anyway, it turned into something else after that, and I started getting good scores to the point where, yeah. Anyway, just give me a minute, and I'll be back at the school. But make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you like the video. By the way, yes, that is the setup for the intro right there. I never cut it out. I don't know why. I'm going to leave it in. Yeah. So, right now I have good scores. Like, this part was taken when I was almost done. I had SBSSSS. Wait, SBSSS. Wow, I don't know how to count. Yeah. So, let's start over. The way I did this initially was I started with the second test, and then I came to this one. Like, the second test I had a B, so I came back and tried to get a better score on it. When I got a Z on it, that's when I decided to take this seriously. So, I'm going to put on some music and just let the video play from there. This is me from 5 minutes later trying to put on music. Can't. Sorry. So, you'll have to be stuck with the game music for a while. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I tried to do here, if you saw, I'm trying to get as many of these here, of these criteria things. The more that I get, the better the chance that I get a Z rank, and 3 hours doesn't sound like that long until you realize it's only 5 tests. Now this I got on my first try, but the other ones took forever, okay? Especially the God rank one. I didn't even care when I got to the super test. You'll see, I didn't even care what the grade was. I was just happy to have it, okay? And yeah. So my initial thing is when I'm going through these, if anything, make sure I have over 80% health. That's why I just restarted. Make sure that I have a transform finished rank. That I do enough supers, evasives, grabs, anything like that. Ultimates too. And that I also finish with an ultimate, because you get like a bunch of bonus points for that. Then I also have to make sure that I'm doing melee, because like seriously, when I'm regularly fighting in like story mode or PQ missions, when I'm regularly doing PQ missions or challenge missions, I mostly just do my ultimates just to like get it over with, because like, to be honest, I've done all of this stuff before. I did 112 PQ missions and it got deleted, so the way I've been doing it so far is I've just been doing that to get it over with. I haven't cared about the score. Like, if I get a bad rank, I'll go back and fix it later with another instructor, so that way I can get like the dual ultimate or whatever. And yeah, then I also have to make sure I do enough of these too, these burst dashes, evasives, everything I have to keep doing over and over again in order to get that rank. So that's the thought process that I had when I went through this, but yours can be completely different. Like, you can see the moves that I had here. I had an ultimate that only cost me 3 bars of ki, and then another one that cost me around 5. The one that's around 5, it does the most damage, obviously. And you can see the stuff I did. I had perfect shot. It does take a while for it to actually get out, but it does a lot of damage. Like, it's lingering damage while it goes through. And then Earth-shattering Kamehameha. Earth-shattering Gallic Gun. It requires 2 bars, and usually like square is my main combo, like square and triangle. Like, I regularly do the square combo. So whenever I pull up that the menu for the supers, square is like the first thing that I'll go towards. I chose Earth-shattering Gallic Gun because it does a lot of damage within a short amount of time, and even if it does cost a lot, it's not like it's hard to get that at all. Yeah. For the other one, I had Faint Strike or something like that. Faint Attack. I don't remember it without looking, if I'm being honest. You can see it yourself, but basically what that does, it teleports me to where they are, and then from there I can attack. If I press it again, I go behind them or in front of them, depending on where I was in the first place. And then yeah, this one took me 3 tries because Frieza didn't want to die. And another thing I tried not to do was I tried not to do my limit burst, because like in my head the first 2 I didn't do my limit burst, and I actually like won the first try. So when I did it here and I lost, I'm just like, maybe they take away points for you doing that. I don't know. Like, they don't, but still, if you're gonna do that, they might take away points. I don't know. What I did was I used items later on in order to actually boost the score, because I think there's something for items. I'm really not sure for all of this, but I do know what worked for me can work a lot for other people. Like, all you gotta do is try your best, have a lot of determination with it. And you see, three freaking key bars, and I don't even think I charged up. I already got that over. Super Electric Strike I had just gotten right before I did any of this, and I got it by accident, if I'm being honest. Like, the fight, I was going in for the final hit. Next thing I know, somebody else gets it, and I just happened to get the thing or whatever. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna leave you guys with what you're seeing right now, and I'll come back whenever something comes up that I wanted to bring up.
Stay sharp and keep it up until it's over.
that was accidentally perfectly timed right there. And I was trying not to like do too much of the same moves, but I do know that you can also get something for that in your criteria. And another thing, like every time I did the minus energy Powerball thing or whatever it is, I always like yelled out to myself, or like I thought in my head, you know what they say about Saiyans, anger is key. Just to be a little funny for myself. I don't know. It was boring at the time. 3 hours of this, I had to make a few jokes to myself, and they were worth it if I'm being honest. Anyway, this variation that you're seeing, this is a new one. It's not a part of the first. It's not a part of the original 6 that are actually like presets. So I've had to like every time I change out of this one, if I change out of this one at all, I'd have to like remake it completely. I have to do my best to remember what it is, and this variation was for the new, what is it, transformation that came out already? I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm level 91. I told myself that when I get to finally level 95, then I'll save this over the first one and kind of swap them out, so that way the first one is the one that I'm always walking around in, but whenever I go into a fight, I can change into any of my other ones. So, yeah. Anyway, these are only clips of me passing the test, and since nothing has audio, I didn't think I would include anything from me failing, because, like, to be honest, I was yelling and cussing the whole time. Like, in my head, I was yelling and cussing and stuff, and, like, my mom was right next to me. She's probably looking at me like I'm crazy and stuff. But this is the one that drove me the most crazy. Not only because Hercule keeps running away. I don't know why people like him, but there are actually Hercule fans. It's because Gotenks can transform during this part. So right here so if you're doing enough damage to the first part of Gotenks, then he transforms and negates the rest of it. So if you're doing something that potentially gets you to low health with him, that would get you to low health with him, it would stop. And I didn't know that the first time. And I forgot that the second time. And the third time I was prepared, but I still failed. This is the 7th attempt at getting a Z rank. Every other time I got an S rank and A rank, my mom's looking at me like she's confused, because like, those sound pretty good, right? Well, I couldn't explain to her that I need a Z rank. And another reason I hate Z rank is because how I have to say it. I have a freaking lisp, okay? And whenever I hear myself say Z or Z, it doesn't sound right to me. Nothing I say sounds right to me. And yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with this, and I'll be back soon. And finally, we arrive to something that took me 3 tries. It took me 3 tries because I wanted to restart this one specifically. Like, I didn't know Jacko was actually, like, a good fighter. Like, when you see Jacko, do you think that he would be a good fighter? No. So I underestimated him. I went slow with how I fought him, and it did not work out well for me. Yeah. Anyway, what I'm doing here, fighting Pan, Jacko, Broly, then Beerus. And it's not the easiest fight, but it's not the hardest, okay? But I gotta tell you, the payoff was completely worth it. Everything I got from it was worth it. And if you're attempting this on your own, I suggest that you play at your own style. But like, if you want help, maybe like look at some YouTube videos, see what's going to happen, like who's gonna come out, what they're gonna do, what they can do, or whatever. If you don't know, and then yeah, go based off of that. But what I'm saying is find what works for you. Anyway, my brothers are being a little bit of a nuisance right now. They're getting me a little upset. And I'm trying to record this, so I gotta go before they do anything else. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. See you guys later. I'll make sure to do an outro before, like a proper outro before I go completely. But yeah, see ya. As I said earlier, I do not care about the rank. Okay? B rank, perfectly fine. I did everything I did before, just did it worse, I guess. Yeah, so I promised I'd do a proper outro, and I'm doing it. Anyway, if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, make sure to comment down below what you guys think of the video, where I could have, like, gotten better, because, like, I know I probably could have, done something different to get the ranks easier or something like that. And, you know, comment down your experience if you've tried this test already and, like, something's happened. I'll go back and probably try to get a Z rank on here, but I got the shirt, not the pant, so that's something else for me to go for. And they probably have gloves and freaking shoes too, so anyway, till next time, see you guys later. I'm gonna sit down next to this cool person right here.